Welcome to the TOEFL Listening section. In this section, you will listen to an academic lecture and then answer questions about what you heard. You may take notes while you listen. You will have time to review your notes before answering the questions. Listen to part of a lecture in a university class. You will hear the lecture only once, so listen carefully. After the lecture, you will answer some questions about what you heard. Some questions ask about the main ideas and supporting details. Other questions ask you to make inferences or connections between ideas. Answer each question based on what is stated or implied in the lecture.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will focus on two major hypotheses that attempt to explain the mass extinction of non-avian dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous period. Those hypotheses are the Asteroid Impact Hypothesis and the Volcanic Activity Hypothesis, and we will examine the evidence for each and how they might have interacted. First, the Asteroid Impact Hypothesis centers on a large bolide that struck the Earth about 66 million years ago at what is now the Chicxulub crater in the Gulf of Mexico. Key evidence includes a worldwide iridium anomaly at the KPG boundary shocked quartz and glass spherules, which are tiny beads of melted rock produced by extreme heat. There are also tsunami deposits and wildfire indicators in sediments directly above the boundary that suggest rapid catastrophic events. Paleontological sections, such as the Hell Creek Formation in North America, show an abrupt disappearance of many dinosaur taxa at that boundary, which supports a rapid cause. The mechanism proposed is that the impact ejected dust and aerosols into the stratosphere, causing sunlight to be blocked for months or years, leading to a collapse of photosynthesis and a rapid breakdown of food chains. In addition to dust, there would have been sulfate aerosols that produced short-term cooling and acid rain and soot from wildfires, which added to ecosystem stress. Now, the Volcanic Activity Hypothesis focuses on massive flood basalt eruptions, such as the Deccan Traps in India, which were active around the same time as the KPG boundary. The Deccan eruptions released huge volumes of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide over a long interval, and that can produce long-term climate warming from greenhouse gases and short-term cooling from sulfate aerosols. Volcanism can therefore cause prolonged environmental stress, including ocean acidification, changes in ocean circulation, and shifts in terrestrial vegetation. Evidence for volcanic influence includes thick sequences of basalt flows, radiometric dating that places major pulses of eruption close to the KPG boundary, and geochemical markers in sediments. Regional patterns of extinction are important to consider. For example, some marine microfossils declined earlier than the boundary, which could reflect longer-term environmental change from volcanism. Importantly, these two hypotheses are not necessarily mutually exclusive. There is growing interest in models that consider synergy between impact and volcanism. One possibility is that the impact triggered changes in mantle dynamics or regional stress that increased volcanic output in the Deccan Traps for a time. Another possibility is that animals were already stressed by volcanic-driven environmental change, and the impact delivered a rapid final blow. To test these ideas, paleontologists use high-precision radiometric dating, biostratigraphy, stable isotope proxies, and climate models that simulate both dust and greenhouse forcing. For example, oxygen isotope records and carbon isotope excursions in marine sediments help reconstruct sea surface temperatures and carbon cycle disruptions around the boundary. Case studies are revealing. For instance, some sections in India show intense volcanic pulses slightly before and after the boundary, while the iridium spike is instantaneous in many shallow marine sections. Most paleontologists now view the asteroid impact as the primary kill mechanism and Deccan volcanism as an important contributing factor. That synthesis reflects the strength of the impact evidence and the reality that prolonged volcanism can amplify ecological stress and affect recovery trajectories. Ongoing research focuses on refining the timing of eruptive pulses and improving Earth system models that combine aerosol cooling and greenhouse warming to predict biological responses. In conclusion, both the asteroid impact and volcanic hypotheses remain central to understanding the end Cretaceous extinction, and the most productive path forward is to integrate geological, paleontological, and modeling approaches. If you have questions, I will take them now.
Listen again to part of the lecture, then answer the question.
Most paleontologists now view the asteroid impact as the primary kill mechanism and Deccan volcanism as an important contributing factor.
This concludes the listening section. For more TOEFL practice tests and study materials, visit Spinta.org.